Hi guys, this is FFAN 16 and welcome to a quick news video in regards to Final Fantasy VII Remake and Square Enix projection for cross-gen releases of their games to next-gen consoles. These will be a couple articles we'll be going through, and of course I'll leave the sources down below for you guys to go check out for yourselves. Alright guys, let's dive into the news video. Okay, the first article we're going to look at, guys, here is from Tech Radar, and it came out about 8 hours ago. The title of the article is Square Enix games are going cross-gen as PS5 launch looms near. So this is looking at where will the games that are on the PS4 go when the PS5 comes out. As we know, the PS5 should have backward compatibility to all PS4 or nearly all PS4 games. So there was an investor Q&A, which Square Enix did touch on this, or one of their spokespersons did. So we'll go into that. This is a great picture here of Barrett and Cloud. Square Enix's upcoming games, including Final Fantasy VII Remake, will be largely cross-gen titles if a recent investor Q&A is anything to go by. We know that Final Fantasy VII R is going to be an exclusive for the PlayStation for a period of time, but I do see this game going cross-gen. We saw it with Kingdom Hearts 3 finally making its way onto the Xbox as the first Kingdom Hearts game. And look, now we've got 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 available on the Xbox. Square Enix is going to look at this as a viable future move, and of course the PC. A recent post by Twitter account Nebellion revealed this neat tidbit from Square Enix's latest financial results briefing. So the tweet goes into where the new titles will be available for current and next-gen consoles. The question was, could you share your thinking on the development of new titles for current and next generation game consoles going forward? Answer: the next generation consoles will have backward compatibility, so we plan for the time being to make our new titles available for both current and next generation consoles. It will therefore be somewhat further down the road that we will release titles exclusively for next generation consoles. To me, this is a no-brainer. This is kind of expected. We're going to be in the transition period between the PS4, PS5, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series One. Like the new Xbox. Sorry if I get my Xbox names wrong. I'm more of a PlayStation name person than I am an Xbox name person. But you guys get what I mean. Current gen to next gen. We're going to be going through our transition here. A lot of games are going to start seeing availability on current gen and next gen once that next gen gets released. And I can see with the backward compatibility we're going to get with both next gen consoles, Square's not going to feel the pressure too much to re-release, especially Final Fantasy VII and the upcoming new games, to the next generation platform, as you could just simply pick up that PlayStation 4 copy and play it on your PS5, and hey, who knows, maybe it will upscale the quality just like the original PlayStation 4 got upscaled when the PlayStation 4 Pro came out, and with the Xbox and the Xbox Series X. Again, if I'm getting the names wrong, please don't butcher me in the comments. I'm trying to pull the Xbox names out of my head. The brief article goes on to, this isn't surprising news themselves. After all, there's a massive install base for Xbox One and PS4, and it wouldn't make much sense to limit the possible sales by only launching titles on their console successors right now. No, they're only going to start making PS5 exclusives, or only when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are at the very end of their development cycle. Like, they're not releasing any more consoles. No one's buying them anymore. I think the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3 still saw games in stores 2 to 3 years after the end of life date of the console actually hit. So there's a lot of padding room here that games can be available on both generations. There's no word on Xbox Smart Delivery feature, which promises players free upgrades to next-gen versions of the games by buying on the Xbox One. But Cyberpunk 2077 joins the ranks. We could well see a number of Square Enix titles following suit. Yeah, I could see that too. They might just do a re-release though, so you'd have to pay again. I don't think they would do a free upgrade because we do have that backward compatibility. Like I said, they might do an upscaling to help the graphical and frame rate integrity to the game, maybe patch in something that makes it run just that ever so nicer and smoother on the PS5. But as for a full next gen version of that game, I doubt that they would do a free upgrade in that manner. What does this mean for the Final Fantasy VII Remake? There's understandably a lot of excitement around the Final Fantasy VII Remake hype train in the house. You know there is. Now at a fever pitch after the launch delay moved it to April 10th. The game is currently only releasing on the PS4, though as a timed exclusive, we expect it to hit the Xbox One and the PC sometime next year. That is a huge time exclusive. Maybe we'll see some more sales on the PS4 before it's fully next gen pushes it out. The cross-gen talk is curious though and gives the timelines. We may see Final Fantasy VII Remake land on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Oh, there's the series. That series comes into the next gen. I'll get my Xboxes eventually. I'm sure I've already got some comments down below telling me my Xbox names that I should know. You guys keep me honest. Around the same time, if not the same day. So there you go, guys. Square Enix looking at still supporting current gen and next gen when next gen comes out, not excluding current gen until the further down the future, at which point they'll drop the PS4 and specifically look at only releasing on the PS5. It's great to hear because a lot of people who cannot move up to that next generation console do not need to worry about not getting these new and upcoming games in the near future, and will give them more time to be able to save and move towards that next gen console. All right, guys, we're going to go on to the second article. It's a really brief one and quick, and it has to do again with some more Final Fantasy VII Remake news and the development of the second part of the game. All right, guys, this comes from Video Game Chronicles. Again, the source is down below. I'm not familiar with this source. This is the first time I'm using it, so please take it with a grain of salt, as I don't know how credibility they are. They could be 100% accurate. They can be 100% not. I'm not too sure. I'm just going by what the article says. Final Fantasy VII Remake delay won't impact Part 2 release date. This was released on the 26th at 10:47. So today, another article from today. Good old Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Final Fantasy VII Remake's delay won't impact Square Enix's plan for Part 2's release date, the publisher says. So this goes on about the announcement and then it got delayed till April 10th, which we're all fully aware of. During a financial results briefing this month, Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda was asked if the delay of Final Fantasy VII Remake release date will impact development of a launch timeline for the follow-up games. Simply reply from him, no, it will not. In November, Final Fantasy VII director Tetsuya Nomura confirmed work on the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 was underway. So it looks like they started development around November. And you guys got to remember, Part 1 probably had a lot of assets that were created from scratch. Part 2 is going to utilize those said assets and revamp them and reuse them, making development and creation of Part 2 a lot quicker than Part 1. Rehashing assets takes less time than creating from scratch, which is awesome for us. That means they can keep on track. Tifa kicking ass in this picture. I love this picture. It is very awesome. Producer Yoshinori Katatse has said the level of content being created for each Final Fantasy VII Remake title is comparable to that of a full game. We've been told this before. Each part's going to be a full independent game. And that he expects development of the second entry to be the project to be more efficient than the first. Maybe for the same reasons I just stated prior. They have assets created. Cloud, Tifa, Barret, Aerith, Red 13. So we've got our character models. They've got landscaping done for Midgard. Maybe they can rehash some of those assets for the world map. Who knows? While the development team finished the first game in the project, we're continuing to plan and outline the overall volume of content for the second. He explained at E3 2019, so that was a while ago. Due to the work already done for the first game, we anticipate development of the second game to be more efficient. We have our own internal schedule plan, which is great. Every project should be set to a schedule, and then it should be reviewed depending on how the development and the creation of the assets are going. But for now, we'd like to focus our information on the first game. This is coming out. They've got to get that to market. They got to get it gold, so they're going to be focusing on that heavily. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be exclusive to the PlayStation platform for 1 full year, which was discussed in the previous article. During Square Enix financial results briefing, Matsuda also said PS5 and Xbox Series X backward compatibility means the company isn't planning to release next-gen exclusives for some time, again, which was discussed in the previous article, and it only makes logical business sense. And again, we're in the transition between the current gen and next gen consoles. We saw this before with the PS3, that some titles were available both on the PS3 and the PlayStation 4, and that lasted for a small while, at which point both systems were still supported with certain games. With the backward compatibility being more present in the PS5 and then the PlayStation 4, we could see a lot more support going towards still developing games for the PlayStation 4. But what's your guys' thoughts on this? I'd love to hear from you. Are you guys excited they're already in development and concept for part 2? Are you not shocked that they will be still developing for the PS4 and the PS5, not having a PS5 exclusive for some time? Personally, I'm not shocked. That's just the nature of the business. And how excited are you guys on getting this game come April? I'd love to hear from you. All right, hope this has helped and this has been informative. Love giving these type of information to you guys. If you find anything else you'd like me to cover, please let me know. If you do enjoy these videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content, hit that notification bell so you become aware whenever I have a new video go live. And as always, guys, happy gaming!